there's a provision, so that will not affect his salary. There's a provision that whenever the club finds the need for him to assist in the senior team, he will be required to do that. Just to make sure, so that you know that what we did for Kenichi is the same thing in terms of provision. And let me make this thing clear. It's important. Sergio was brought in at the request of Kenichi. Kenichi didn't tell us to employ Sergio, but in his contract he was required to exercise oversight responsibility of the junior teams. Indeed, the current Horas team that we have, the team that justified your inclusion, was superintended over by Kenichi. But after that, he wrote to us that he would not want to have anything to do with the junior team. We tried to convince him that even he is obliged under his contract, he said no, that we should look for another coach to join Coach Abubri to coach the team, that he cannot do the work of the junior team again. So that was why, because we wanted to be absolutely, we were determined to ensure that Hearts of Oak is structured like any modern big club. We thought that fine, if the head coach is reluctant to assist and he has made a recommendation, why don't you go ahead and look for coach to coach? We make sure that we get it right. So that's how come we had to bring someone else to add to Coach Abubri and one other coach that we are going to recruit. Because Sergio is going to supervise Royal Oaks and Auroras, but there will be two local coaches, Ghanaian coaches, who will be working under him. And we have brought his assistant, who is going to act like an administrative assistant with scouting, with technical analysis, because we want to get it right. I mean, we cannot continue to run football in the way, especially in the modern day when they are off-the-shelf models that you can pick, to ensure that we have a very good base for a sustained competitive performance. So I want you to be absolutely clear, because I've heard in the media several times as if Sergio was going to ambush Kenny. Not at all. Indeed, last Friday, I was not here. The technical team had a very good meeting between Sergio and Kenichi. But unknown to us, at the time the meetings were going on, Kenichi has written to the board chairman that he wants to leave. We never knew until Sunday evening that whilst we were training and preparing the team for the second round, Kenichi was communicating to the board chairman the things that you heard. We never knew. When we were meeting with him and Sergio, that we had absolutely no idea why that such a thing was going on. And then also it's important we let you know that on Tuesday when we met with Yapreku and Nassam and the senior players, remember the senior players in Nassam, it was at that time that we realized that between on the 7th to on the 11th or so, Yapreku was going to go to Senegal with the junior team under 20. So it was at that moment, Tuesday, that all of us, including him, we realized that we had to get someone to add to them in the senior team. So that's how come we all decided that we have to push Sergio there. This is the most control. So that's how come the meeting we held for Hearts of Oak, Sergio was not part of it. You can ask your prayer. Somebody were there. He was not part of it. And there was every indication that we're going to give your prayer a chance. You can ask him. The discussion we had. But when it became clear that he will also be away, and then remember, Sabah and Nassam too in September. Unfortunately, we'll also be going with the national team. So if you are faced with a situation, the first point of call is look internal. How to get something internal. That's how come Sergio had to move in yesterday in the morning, so that when you are pregnant, it's only going to be 5-6 days. I'm sure now that we are playing Sunday and midweek, if your coach is away for 5 days or 1 week, you know the implication. So this is why we are where we are today.
Okay, we only pick five people that we Okay, my name is Musa and I'm from Class FM. My question goes to Coach. Now, Coach, in the first round, Accra Hearts of Oak managed to win matches in succession until they took their foot off the pedal a bit. Results weren't that favorable. How are you going to keep that consistency? Because the club fans in the first round are used to winning. At least in the first 5 matches, it was a favorable result.
I think we will try to achieve the good results. Me, the team manager, and Jan Brekel, the goalkeeper, and all the board, we are working together to try to maintain the same or better. Our objective is to improve, of course, so we can have a better performance than the one that we have in the first round. So we are working all together to achieve something. So our objective is to improve what we have done before.
Imota. My name is Imota from Sergio, I will be playing against Dreams FC on Sunday. What are your expectations? What should we expect from you?
I already started to saw some videos of Dreams. I started to see the weaknesses, I started to see the strong points that the Dreams have. And I think I am preparing the team for the best, so we can go to Sunday and pick the 3 points. I'm preparing the team to try to attack Dreams' weaknesses. It's a very good team, it's true, but in my own case I think that we will get the 3 points, definitely, because the team is responding very well. I didn't want too much information for them to not spoil the teams, but I believe what they are giving me now, we will pick the 3 points on Sunday.
Thank you.
Imota, maybe administratively we are working something, so we can't tell you maybe you'll be on the bench on some Sunday or not.
I wanted to
Yeah.
that one, but he is preparing the team. So
He's preparing the team. You will be inspired with the team.
Everything.
But physically,
I will be there. I will be there.
My name is Nat from Atipere. In your speech, you made mention of 2 assistant coaches who be assisting Sergio's assistant at the Royal Oaks and Arrows. I want to know if that is possible. Why then bringing Sergio to be in charge, come and head the Arrows and the Royal Oaks? And now that Sergio has been drafted to the senior side, don't you think, as has saw the importance of bringing a head coach to be in charge of those youth sides, don't you think that it is appropriate also enough to bring another head coach to be in charge of those 2 clubs?
Okay, thank you, brother. I think first of all, the first premise you made was wrong. The coaches are not, the local coaches are not going to assist Sergio's assistant. Sergio's assistant is not a coach. It's going to be a technical support staff. Very clear, it's not a coach. The coaches will report in directly to Sergio. No, I don't see the need for that because, as we've indicated earlier on, as has been the practice, all the head coaches of Hearts of Oak provide oversight task over the junior teams, and that was what Kenichi was doing up to a certain point, where he said he would not be able to do. So when we get to the point and said, look, I mean, he cannot continue to provide the oversight responsibility. We will evaluate the situation. We will definitely not want to get into a situation now where there's a contract, your responsibilities and tasks are clearly stated, and then in the middle of the contract you tell us that we will not get into that. If we get to the point where he says that we will need a clear, reasonable grounds for which we must go against the contract. But the head coach, whoever is in the junior teams, is nothing new.